everybody, and welcome to my channel, Getting to the Point with Avery. Today, we are going to get to the point about feathers. So there are 3 different parts of a feather. Number 1, the shaft or quill, which is located at the very bottom. Number 2, the down or fluff, which is located right up here, and if we zoom in, it is very interesting on this diagram that my mom graciously drew. Number 3, the barb or web, which is located right here. A cool thing about the barb is that if we blow it up, it actually has very tiny barbs which make a small web. Now, did you know that there are 3 different body positions of a feather? Yes, there are. Number 1, the breasts, which are interesting because they don't have any quills. It's like, where? Say what? And they are located right here. Number 2, the back, the feathers on the back. So the feathers on the back have both down and fluff, and they also have barb or web. They're located on the back going towards the tail, and this will help in other things. Number 3, the contour feathers. These are used for flight, and they are traditionally used on the arm of the bird so that they can fly like doo, doo, doo. Did you know that there are also 3 different uses for the feathers? Number 1, for insulation or heat. The down or fluff is used as insulation for the bird to stay warm, sort of like a warm sweater on a winter day. Number 2, flying. As you know that the contour feathers are used on the bird's wings so that they can fly and catch a lot of wind. And they are also used in making turns, and all birds have different types of feathers. Number 3, waterproofing. So there is oil on the feathers, and oil helps water go off of the feathers. They layer them down like this, sort of like shingles, and then they'll crouch down so their whole entire body stays nice and dry. Sort of like, and because of the oil sac in the back, they can constantly repreen when any of the barbs gets damaged. They'll do this about 1 to 3 times a day. And they'll sort of just, so this is what happens when they're not cleaned. Well, and this is what it looks like when it is. And because of the waterproofing, it's sort of like snow pants. So, like you have your regular clothes and your snow pants, which keep you nice and dry underneath. Now, I wonder, since our feathers cause oil to slide off of them, I wonder what would happen if we put feathers in water. First, let's see how it looks with just water and oil. So we're going to pour this water in. There. Now, we are going to pour our oil in. I can't remember, do I pour all this in or just a little? I think just a little. And as you can see, they just group together and start making sort of a magnet form, and they magnet together and sort of grow into this big blob. Now I wonder what happens if we were to put some soap in it, sort of like pollution. We are just going to unscrew the cap of this. Easy does it. Oh, got oil on my hands. Whoops. And get a small little drop. Let's see what happens. They're separating and sort of going towards the wall, and it's getting lighter. That's interesting. I'm going to put actually a little more. Oh, now it's separating into tiny blobs and not really going. It looks like the soap is eating away at the oil, making it a lighter pigment as well. Isn't that interesting? Now, what we're gonna do is see if a feather floats, since it also has oil on it. I think we'll use this one. So first, what we're gonna do is just let it in. We see that it can float. Now let's see what happens if we sort of dunk it. Hey, the water droplets are just running right off. If you hold it, it's dry. Now, we're gonna see what happens if we wash these feathers with soap, because you know that there was an oil spill in 2010 in the Gulf of Mexico, and a lot of birds got oil all over them, and they cleaned them with soap. We're gonna see what happens if we clean with soap, and if they will still float or if they can be repreened. Now, I'm just gonna get a tiny bit of my soap on my fingers and sort of wash it. So you can see we got nice and sudsy. Now, I probably should rinse this soap off. Whoops. In this water. And wow, the feather sinks. See? It's not floating anymore. At least not as well as it used to. And also the feather is wet now. So we're gonna see if we can repreen these feathers. I'm also gonna dry off my hand. First, what we're gonna do is dry off this feather and go pat, pat, patty, pat, patty, pat, pat, pat. Okay, I think we got it pretty well dry. So you can tell it's dry now. We're gonna see if we can repreen these and also see if it floats without any oil. So you can see it's sinking and not floating at how it used to. Now we're gonna see if we repreen them with oil, if they will float again. Now let's take some oil, repreen them like this. Just helps get the barbs back on and together. And we had a special source lined up where we got our feathers. So my grandpa worked at Iowa State University at the poultry experiment, and they had a lot of exotic chickens, so that's where we got our feathers. So thank you, Iowa State University. Okay, now let's go other side. Let's prune these up. Also prune these up. And now let's see if they float. And it floats how it used to now. See? So we've concluded that if we wash them in soap, if the bird will repreen a lot, then it will float again. So that is very interesting. We got to the point about these feathers. See you next time. Goodbye.